Here are 3 things you must know before doing your first coffee shop pop-up. What's going on, creators? It's Riley from Welch Coffee Co. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to discuss 3 things you must do and know before you start your very first pop-up. Backstory, Welch Coffee Co. has done well over, I want to say at this point, 80 plus pop-ups in different varieties. I did a small pop-up at my co-working spot. Shout out to Project Spaces. I've also done a wedding. Shout out to Eric. But there's so many in these 80 plus pop-ups. There's 3 things that I want to share because those 3 things are crucial to A, making money, 2, making your life hell of a lot easier, and 3, get some longevity. Okay, so the first thing is almost the first item of business. Where are you going to do your pop-up? Sometimes it's easy to do, and sometimes you're almost scratching your head like, where should I do the pop-ups? And like real estate, it's location, location, location. For me, with Welch Coffee, it's finding other creatives to partner will hopefully project long-term relationships, which is tip number 3. So my very first pop-up was Project Spaces in Toronto, my co-working spot, King and Spadina area. Look who's in your network, who's in your community. Do you know any business owners? Do you know anybody that works for someone that is open to the idea? You want to make sure you are in the right location in a major city. It is something that's easily accessible. Because one of the challenges in my first pop-up was because the co-working spot is in the second level in a building just off of a main street, off of Spadina. One of the challenges of bringing people in. Great location. It was fantastic location. Can't get any better. Can't get any busier. But we had to have signs all over Spadina, almost like a cookie trail, up to the second level of this building. Signs were everywhere, but the main challenge was it just wasn't really hitting. But luckily I had friends and family come by. We had people from the co-working spot, so that worked out. After that, I was wondering, where are people? And that's a question that you should answer. Where are all the people? Well, for me, coffee. Who is doing what? Who loves coffee? As I was thinking about it, I was walking by a gym. I'm like, oh, gyms. Love gyms. So why don't we partner with pop-ups? So shout out to Delta Train in Liberty Village to be my first reoccurring pop-up. So shout out to Amy, who owns and runs Delta Train. She is a keeper. She's awesome. That was a great opportunity because it came in waves. I knew there was going to be a handful of people in 3 hours. There's going to be 3 groups of people. If I get a portion of those 3 groups and sell my coffee and sell the bags, at the end of the day, you want to go where the people are. Tip number 2, have the right equipment. Oh my God, I can make a whole video about this, and I probably will, but have the right equipment and be simple about it. My first few pop-ups, I just had bags, and till recently I still had those bags, but invest in buckets. Buckets, extension cords, good extension cords, and tape. I'm telling you, those 3 things can make or break you. Backstory, when I was at the wedding, plugged in, and there's outlets, there's going to be outlets that don't work, or you'll blow a fuse in those outlets, which means you have to try another outlet, which means you need a longer extension cord. So I always have anywhere between 2 to 3 extension cords. And another thing, actually, screw the tape. Tape's not it. Get yourself a dolly or trolley, whatever it may be. I found my trolley, current trolley, in my old condo garbage room. Go to garbage rooms. I swear, go to garbage rooms. You'll find a good deal, free, and it still works. Like, don't get me wrong, my trolley, it has some years to her, but it works perfectly. So trolley, extension cords, and buckets. If you take anything out of this video, take that. It's going to make your life easier. Our third and final tip is what we mentioned a little bit earlier, is develop relationships and capture case studies. I'm talking about social media, videos, photos, anything. You got to develop anything in business. This is a business tip, is build relationships. When in doubt, at the end of the day, did you build that relationship, and are you maintaining that relationship? Backstory, I did a pop-up at a brewery in Etobicoke. I met the owner, developed a relationship, then found out that they bought another location, which had a lot of space, and the owner loved coffee and offered, hey, would you want to swing by and have a location? I wouldn't have done this without looking professional at my pop-up and being charismatic, being open. Because when you're at a pop-up, anything can happen, good or bad. You can meet anybody that you need to meet and you don't even know about it. So you want to be friendly, you want to be happy, you want to create those memories, you want to create a vibe. With customer service, you want to create a vibe because people remember vibes and feels and attitudes and experience, not the small details. They'll remember, I like that guy. Oh, that was good. That was a good coffee. That was a great experience. People remember the vibe. Start simple. You don't need a lot. You don't need much. Here's a fact. You don't need the best of the best to do pop-ups. I had a Breville, I had a boat and grinder, and I had a really small kitchen island that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. When in doubt, create the vibe, create the experience, and build that relationship. So those are 3 great tips for you to start off your coffee pop-up journey. If you have any more questions, let us know down below, creators, and we'll see you soon. And remember, shop Welch Coffee.